Welcome back to Casual Takes. My name is Saeed,
My name's Mike.
and today we are casually going to be reacting to this whole Chris Brown saga. I don't know why I fumbled there. Chris Brown saga. So yeah, this is we're a few days late with this one. Can't lie. But I thought it'd be interesting to react to, see what's going on with this. Let's just watch the video first, and we'll get the opinions afterwards.
US singer Chris Brown has been freed on bail by a court in London after being charged over an alleged assault in a nightclub in 2023. The court gave the American musician permission to continue with his scheduled international tour, which includes UK shows in June and July. Let's speak to our news correspondent Greg McKenzie, who's been following this story throughout. Greg, good to see you. What were the conditions of bail?
Yo, just first and foremost, shout out to all the baldies out there. I'm with you.
Well, there were strict conditions, Lucy, in terms of the bail that was granted today in a London court, Southwark Crown Court. Now, just in terms of background, Chris Brown was arrested last Thursday in Manchester.
What do you mean Southwark?
Yeah, Southwark Crown Court.
I thought this is in Manchester.
Oh, if it is, then my bad.
Sorry, I'm not paying attention. Reload. Sorry, guys. Sorry.
There were strict conditions, Lucy, in terms of the bail that was granted today in a London court, Southwark Crown Court. Now, just in terms of background, Chris Brown was arrested last Thursday in Manchester in the early hours of the morning by Metropolitan Police officers who were tipped off that the singer had arrived in the UK. Now, he was wanted for questioning in relation to an assault in a
Man had a warrant out for his arrest.
That's crazy.
nightclub
But you know what?
2 years ago.
Is it because he's famous though? Because they wouldn't really get a warrant for someone like that though.
Of course, if you break a crime, bro, if you break the law, you commit a crime. Of course, no one's exempt just because you're a celebrity or American.
They would go and look for you, but would that class as a warrant though?
No, a warrant is basically, okay, if you come across this person. No, a warrant doesn't necessarily mean they go out searching for a person.
Oh, okay.
It means like, okay, if you come across this person, if you're aware this person's around, there is,
Okay, fair enough.
Ago in London. So the singer had flown in to Manchester on his private jet to work on preparations for his tour. He has a number of UK dates, and it was then that the police arrested him last Thursday at 2 o'clock in the morning. He went to court the following morning, and the judge said that he was not going to grant the singer bail, and he was subsequently held on remand in a UK prison. We believe in.
Bro, no, but he got picked up in Manchester, yeah. Because I was gonna say, if this is London, like he would have went straight to Feltham.
Yeah.
But alright.
But then now, my question is,
Manchester prison.
why
Now
wouldn't you
today,
give bail for what reason? Like why wouldn't you? It's not like he killed him or like stuff like that. So
I guess it kind of depends on the crime. I think it's assault,
Yeah.
right? So which happened a couple of years back. Probably a violent crime, and obviously, he flew in on a private jet. He can easily fly out on a private jet, so they want to make sure, that you stay or that you turn up to these court hearings or whatever.
yeah, but they can
his lawyer.
they can let him out on bail, but then put like them tags. So
But he doesn't live in the UK though.
yeah, but they said he's gonna stay for a couple of days, right?
No. Well, let's hear it. Let's hear it.
Lawyers have submitted successfully a bail application, and the judge at Southwark Crown Court has granted that bail for the singer on the condition that the singer pays £4 million up front and a further £1 million in the next week. Now that is really a security deposit, if you like, so that if the singer breaks any of the conditions of that bail condition, then he would forfeit the £5 million in total. Now, as for other conditions that have been stipulated, the judge has said that he will allow Chris Brown to carry on with his UK tour date. So he's due in Manchester, London, Cardiff, Birmingham and Glasgow, and also other dates in the US and Canada. The judge has said he will allow the singer to travel internationally, but he must provide an address here in the UK where he must reside until his next court appearance on June the 20th.
And briefly.
Yeah, so that's something you can't have tag if you're traveling across the world.
Yeah,
anyway,
okay, that makes sense. I just thought that it was just gonna be around his UK tour though, and then after that he would have gone to trial. So that's what I thought, that if he was here...
No, typically with these things, trial or court dates, it takes a while, bro. Like, they can stretch these things out over a period of time. So.
Greg, we're seeing pictures of Chris Brown at the moment on tour. He's won a few Grammys. Tell us a bit more about his career and why he's so popular.
Well, Chris Brown is an international platinum-selling artist. He's had numbers and numbers of #1 hits, and an artist that has been in the industry for a number of decades. And many people have watched him grow from a child to a man and be quite successful. He's had a few issues in the past.
Yeah, I remember, I remember when he first dropped on the scene. Yeah. He was mad young. Like, he was young. I think I am older than him. Not that much though, but I think I am older than him. But he's been around for a minute. He's done
remember
well.
it was like early 2000s, because he was in one show. I forgot what show he was before he became a singer.
Is that where you got? No, is that where you got seen from?
Yeah, because he was in one TV show. I can't remember what it was.
I don't know. My first memory of Chris Brown was a song he did with Jules Santana from Dipset. That's the song that comes to mind. And then I know he done a banger with Lil Wayne as well, not long after that. But yeah,
I think for me it was, I think the song Forever. I think that song was blowing up. I think that's when I
don't know that. I probably know the song. I'm not good with titles, but fair enough.
Which were widely reported, most famously the incident with Rihanna back in 2010, and subsequently he had spent some time, had got prosecuted for that back in Los Angeles many years ago. But moving forward, the singer had apologized and has seemed to be getting his life back on track. And this incident 2 years ago, he's yet to answer to those charges or even enter a plea, but it's widely expected on June the 20th, when he appears at Southwark Crown Court, that he will submit a plea, and he will appear in court on the 20th of June along with his co-defendant Omalulu Akinlolu, who is a music producer. Both the pair are accused of attacking a fellow music producer at a London nightclub 2 years ago.
Damn.
Greg, thank you so much. Good.
All right, cool.
But my question, why wait 2 years? Were they just waiting for him to land here, then get him?
I don't think he's been back for that 2 years, maybe.
Yeah.
I could be wrong though, but that seems likely, right? I don't know the last time Chris Brown was in the UK. It probably has been 2 years since he was last here. So, okay, so that's the news on the Chris Brown. Well, that's the update. So I guess we wait to the 20th of June next month, a couple more weeks. I'm assuming he's probably going to go not guilty.
Yeah. And don't worry as well, we'll cover it as well. So
yeah, we'll cover
the trial as well.
One thing I will say though, this would probably be unpopular opinion, or maybe not, but I will give credit to the UK police here. I feel like, if you commit a crime, you need to be held accountable. All right. If you did, right? I'm not saying he's guilty. I'm not saying he's not guilty. But if you did commit a crime and you're just flying in and out, doing whatever, blah blah, and police not doing anything, that's a failure. That's a failure on the UK. That's a failure on our part. So I'll give credit for the UK police doing what they're doing, chasing up on this investigation, and arresting him for what he may or may have not done, allegedly, 2 years ago in that nightclub with his co-defendant, the other producer guy. And then I guess we'll wait for further details on this moving forward. All right.
Yeah.
It does feel like tides are changing in terms of like the celebrity world, where they feel like they got like a lot of power, they can get away with the most. I'm only saying this, I'm probably only saying this because I've been keeping an eye on the Diddy situation, and he was getting away with a lot of shit for the longest time because he's got a lot of power, a lot of money, paying people off, intimidating people, so and all of that. And I do feel like that's probably like the norm in the celebrity world. Like they live in a different world, so it's good that it's just like a good reminder, a good check that if you break a crime, if you commit a crime, you will be held accountable. At least here in the UK, America's kind of cooked right now with a lot of things, but yeah, that's my thoughts on it.
Yeah, I kind of agree with that, and I think it's now time that people with money now can't get away with things like how they used to, and now everything is coming to light and stuff like that. So I do agree with your statement. So.
Yeah. Well, this is all allegedly, right?
Yeah,
so
we're not saying that he's guilty or anything like that. We're just saying that obviously, like, things are changing now. That's what we're saying. But
yeah. I think that's a good thing. I do think it's a good thing. So, yeah, I'll just leave it at that, I suppose. Anyways, let us know if you do watch this video. Let us know what you think. This is a new channel from us. This is nothing deep at all.
Just casual conversations, man.
All casual. So yeah, if you got any casual feedback, hit me up or hit us up in the comments. It does help us out. We're trying to grow this channel
and subscribe too.
So yeah, if you can if you can subscribe, and share. What's the other one they say? Like, comment, subscribe, all of that. If not, views help as well. So yeah, we'll see you in the next one, guys.
Take care, guys.
Take it easy.